As individuals, we are strong, but as a community, we are powerful.
Tell me what you need, and I'll do what I can.
Who are we? MSI. Who are we? MSI. Who are we? MSI. 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone? My name is Alan Ruelas, your host with the most, and we welcome another brother by the name of
Elston Lewis. What's up, everybody?
Yes, this is our podcast called Get Going with MSI, and this is our 9th episode. I interview brothers because we have valuable stories and we want to share that with the world within 15 minutos. So, first and foremost, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm chilling today. We got a yard show later, so prepping for that. A little busy.
All right, well, tell me, walk me through your headspace, because I love doing that. I think that that's a valuable asset, and it's also good to just, check in.
I'm good. This semester is winding down. We got, 3 weeks left?
Yeah, 3 or 2, one of those two.
Yeah, 3 or 2. It's been tough. This is a hard semester for me. Like, I'm taking 6 classes, and all of them are engineering this semester, so it's a little tough, but, I'm just trying to get through it. My exams kicked my butt last week, and then finals week is around the corner. So I'm just trying to prepare for that, but I'm good though. It's tough, but I'm surviving.
I definitely feel you on that part. I feel like all of us are in a moment or in a stage where we're about to burn out,
right? Or
we're about to do something that we're gonna regret. I say that with a kind heart because we all cope differently, and I think this is a good opportunity to maybe extend this question. How do you cope? How do you de-stress? Walk us through that.
How do I de-stress? Honestly,
anime?
Yeah. I watch anime. I make anime edits. That's probably like my favorite de-stressor. I have a TikTok account. It's not famous. I don't have a lot of followers.
Oh, give us a little name drop.
Just edits_0. No. But I do that. I make edits of Naruto, Fire Force, all the animes, the new gen animes, old gen animes. I just make edits. I like to tell stories in my edits. I do if I want to do one about Goku, I'll do one about how he works hard and how he became Super Saiyan or something like that.
Like have a little moment when I zoom into you, you're like,
yeah. Well, that's my main distressor. I make anime edits and I watch anime.
No, that's cool. That's cool. I said cool with the G because we're making up lingo now. But the idea is
making up words.
Yeah, the idea is that people de-stress differently.
Right.
And I shared this with you previously. I'm not so big on anime, and everyone's so big on anime. I'm just like, bro, what is it about anime?
Yeah, man. Honestly, I could it's weird because when you're watching a show, you're watching somebody act, and that's the person. But when you're watching anime, it's you can just imagine yourself being that character because they're not real, but they're real. You know what I mean? And then it just applies to your daily life. I know going Super Saiyan doesn't apply to your daily life. You're never really gonna go Super Saiyan, but you're working out, training for something. That can translate.
Pre-workout.
Yeah.
That's what we do. But I mean, outside of anime, for instance, on an academic note, what would you do to cope with all the bearings of the responsibilities in academia that you have?
I ask for help when I need it. So I go to office hours, I hit up classmates. I'm not really ashamed to hit up the Discord and be like, hey, I need help on this problem. Do y'all know how to do it? Because you can't do it on your own. So you have to maintain a group. And in engineering, you move through the classes, and sometimes you stay with a certain group of people. So by now I have my group of friends that I can rely on to ask for help. Sometimes they've taken the class already and they can give you a little heads up, or just when you're going through it they can help you. But yeah, just reaching out to people is my main coping mechanism for classes.
Cool. All right, asking for help, that definitely is something important. The Discord, believe me, it saved me through so many exams.
Right.
I share that because a lot of students do use Discord to be able to study, to be able to share notes, to be able to actually ask questions that the professors won't be able to answer. Sometimes people are a little bit more shy. Mm-hmm. So tell me more about the leadership roles that you have here and play within CSUF and within MSI.
Oof. So I'm gonna give you a history of from the jump when I got here till now? Or
whatever you want, man.
Okay, I'll just go from the jump.
All right.
It's been a lot. So, maybe I'm talking too much, but it's been a lot. So, when I was a freshman, I got here, and the first club I joined was APAC, Alliance for African Preservation and Consciousness, and that's a men's club, so it's like a black male club to, you know, I guess just talk about men stuff. Aside from MSI, I'm gonna get to MSI at the end because MSI is the most important. I'm gonna get to MSI at the end. This is not.
He just threw that. He was like, "It's the most important." I promise you. It's at the end.
I'm gonna get there.
All right.
And then, so from there, I got exposed to the BSU, which is Black Student Union, and I joined the BSU as a retention director my sophomore year. So I was on the executive board. I got a chance to see how meetings run and run events, plan events. And then my sophomore year, I joined NSBE, which is National Society of Black Engineers. I wasn't in a leadership role yet, but I was a part of the board, a part of the meetings and stuff like that. And then my junior year is when I was doing entirely too much. I was vice president of NSBE, and that just took a lot because me and the president kind of did a co-role. So I did like most of the planning of events and most of the e-board activities, and she kind of like focused on the big picture, like getting people to come talk. But it was a lot because my junior year was the COVID semester, so that's when everything was online, and just trying to like get my footing there was hard.
Yeah.
But you know, I was able to do it. And then also my junior year, I was part of the NPHC board. I was the NPHC president at the time, so that's the National Pan-Hellenic Council. So that was when I was in my fraternity. Oh, I skipped something. I joined a fraternity. Pause. My spring of my sophomore year, I joined a fraternity, and that I'm the keeper of records and seals. So basically the secretary. So at this point, I was the secretary, vice president of NSBE, president of National Pan-Hellenic Council. So I was doing the most. And now my senior year,
Rightfully so. Okay.
And now my senior year, right now, I'm just the treasurer of NSBE, and I'm still the secretary of my chapter. Now let's talk about MSI. So MSI was like the very, very first thing when I was still in high school, basically, because I applied and then I got in the summer.
Yeah.
So from then on, I've been a scholar. I do wish I was more involved in, you know, the CPOC, that's what it's called, and that I remember when it used to be something different. I think it was like the Brotherhood movement or something. But I've always, you know, done my best for MSI, considering that I'm a part of so many other spaces. But yeah, MSI has always been there to push me and help me.
No, that's definitely that. It's like this is like bullet points, bro. You got a lot of leadership, and that's very admirable. Definitely being everywhere sometimes it becomes overwhelming. So props to you on that behalf. Talk to us about Moreno Valley. You come from the area, you know, because I focus on leadership, but I also want to get to know you more in depth, you know what I'm saying? So now that we established your leadership and how that's influenced you, in a sense, you know, we could talk about that, but I also want to know your upbringing, you know, Moreno Valley. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, so I'm from Moval, commonly known as Moval. I've been out there my whole life. I was born in like Riverside, and then took me to Moreno Valley, and then I've been there from the jump. So my parents are originally from LA. Like my family's from LA, but they moved out because, you know, it was getting kind of bad. And I have an older brother, and he was getting to be high school age at the time, so my parents thought it would be safer in Moreno Valley. So I'm from Moreno Valley. A lot of people think there's like nothing to do and it's like not a good place to live, but honestly, I be chilling, so I just go to school and home. I was never really a part of the activities that you can get caught up in Moreno Valley. So yeah, I just go to school, come home, and I went to middle school and high school in Paris, actually, which is a city like south of Moreno Valley.
Paris, damn.
I went to this military school, CMI.
CMI. No, yeah, I'm from the city of Fontana, so I asked that because it's like coming from Moval, coming from the valley, and coming on over here. Was it a big change?
It was a lot. It was a different type of people. Like I wasn't really used to seeing the type of people I'm seeing now. So I was kind of like my freshman year. I was like looking around, like, oh my gosh. All these different types of people, all these people look different than what I'm used to. But it was a nice change.
It was definitely a nice change. I feel like when you're in the valleys, I'm not gonna say everybody knows you, but if you're like born and raised, they definitely have a hold of, you know what I'm saying, what they expect you to be.
Right.
Do you feel like when you came over here, you had an opportunity to grow, to build your own name, and like kind of like grow out of that shell?
Yeah, so I feel like I got a chance to add some good character traits to myself. I would say I was I'd say I was pretty sheltered because, you know, I wasn't exposed to everything. So I got a chance to...
That's what happens when you're from the valley.
Yeah. So I got a chance to see and kind of figure out who I wanted to be, you know what I mean? Like what kind of person I wanted to be.
That was good. I like that. Who you wanted to be, because it's true. It's just like you come out here and then you start testing the waters. Where you want to be.
Oh, them waters could be deep, man. It's treacherous. You gotta be careful testing them waters.
No, it's true. And who you surround yourself with, honestly, because time is valuable. And they tell you, my mom has a saying. She's like, the people you hang out with is who you are.
Right.
So essentially, she would use her hand. That's why I was like lifting my hand, y'all. She would show her hand and she was like, tell me your top 5 people. And those people are a reflection of who you are.
Yeah.
Maybe in a literal sense, maybe not in a literal sense. Those of you who like getting into deep conversations, y'all could do that on your own. I respectfully leave that conversation.
Right.
But I share that because now that you're here at Fullerton, you know, you're a senior about to graduate. What's your major?
Mechanical engineering.
How's that treating you?
Oh man, it's fighting back this semester. It's fighting back for sure.
Yeah. Just being here was a fight, but we made it happen. That's the beautiful part.
Right. But definitely my major it's really tough. Like, I know everybody says engineering is hard, but it's tough. And you have to be ready to put in the time, because the only thing that's going to get you good grades is time and repetitions. You have to do problems, you have to figure out different types of problems and how to solve them. So, you know, a lot of time, like you said, time is valuable. Sometimes I don't really have that time, so it's been a struggle trying to like study effectively and also be a part of these organizations. But I guess the way I deal with that is just sometimes I'll just completely school. Like, I can't even post on anything. Don't hit me up. Don't ask me to do anything. I can't. Like, I need to study. So just having
I'm alive.
I'm alive. I'm good. Just leave me alone.
But I'm dead.
Yeah. So mechanical engineering definitely requires that absolute focus at certain times.
So I heard from a little birdie, you know, now we're getting into some gossip, all the good stuff, that you are going to have an opportunity after you graduate. Share as much as you want or share as minimal as you want, because I know that this is good for us to know, because we love to see our brothers grow. Whatever that looks like, whether you're doing music, whether you're doing, you know, mechanical engineer, whether you're doing communications, whatever the case may be, we love to hear a good set of good news. So hit us with it.
So I did get a job.
He's like, done.
No, just kidding. But no, so I'm like, yeah, I'm out of work. That's it. Move on, please. No. But so my original plan, I wanted to go to grad school. I didn't get in anywhere. But I met a recruiter from Raytheon, so I'm gonna work at Raytheon. I met him at this performance that I was doing for my fraternity, and he was actually looking for an entry-level recent graduate mechanical engineer. So I talked to him, I told him about myself, basically an elevator pitch in a sense, because
Jeanette taught us that,
yeah,
so make sure you to practice that.
Shout out to Jeanette. Elevator pitch, I told him my credentials, when I'm going to graduate. He said, okay, so send me your resume and we'll see. So I was like, okay.
Ooh.
So I got his email, I sent him my resume. He did more investigation, you know, I gave him my transcripts. We talked about like my experience. And he said, okay, so just give me 2 weeks, we'll see what happens. And I was like, okay, we're gonna see what happens. And then 2 weeks, I got the job.
Congratulations.
Well, it took more than 2 weeks. It was a couple months. It was a long process.
I'm like, congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So I'll be working at Raytheon. Yeah.
Like right after graduation, you hitting up summer, so that's your summer thing?
Yeah.
Orale, that's good news.
Thank
I mean,
you.
I'm happy because, I mean, me personally, during the summer, I have one more year. So I have to like figure out what I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna invest my time, you know, who I wanna talk to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for no ugly business. I ain't got time for none of that. And you know the feeling, we gotta stay focused on ourselves. So 100%. I say that because time is so valuable, and then summer, and then fall, and then next thing you know, it's spring again.
Right, it comes quick.
And a year from now, I'm gonna be sitting here and be like, I was talking to you. What have I done in a year, you know? But whatever achievements you want to accomplish, I made a promise with Manny. Manny, one of the brothers, he's so talented, and so is all the other brothers, alongside with Leo. But they're under my wing, and we're working together within this podcast. And the reason I share this is because, you know, we have this in our program, MSI, to reach the fullness of your potential.
Right.
So I told them, I was like, let's make a promise that we're going to reach the fullness of our potential regarding whatever dream or whatever you want to do. Please believe in yourself. Please reach that expectation that you have for yourself. Not what other people put on you. We could do that, but also have it internally. Because you've got to believe. This is saying I can, I will, and I must. Yeah. And so it becomes, you got to manifest it, man. You got to just keep going. You got to keep figuring out what you want to focus on.
Right.
So with that being said, I mean, thank you for sharing that, you know, successful transition that you're going to have after.
Thank you.
Now I'm going to hit you with the question.
Okay.
What's one quote that gives you that drive or that fire to continue in higher education? Or maybe you're having a rough day and you're like, man, today I'm burnt out. Today I'm not feeling myself. You know, maybe your self-esteem is iffy, or you're feeling like a little bit, you know, vulnerable. And what's a quote or what's the headspace that you'll be channeling into?
You know, it's more of a phone call I make. I call my grandma.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah,
I wish I had my grandma to do that.
I'm sorry.
No, no.
Yeah.
May she rest in peace. But continue.
I call my grandma Joan. I'll tell her, like, grandma, I'm not feeling well. You know, stuff is hard. Like, I just need to get that off my chest. And she'll be like, okay, it's okay, you can do it. And then she'll pray for me. And then I feel better after that. So really, when times are tough, I call my grandma.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, people cope differently. Oy, oy, oy. That was good. That was deep. Ultimately, whatever helps, right? For me personally, it's the gym.
Yeah.
My goodness. I could communicate all day, but let me tell you, that gym works miracles. We're sculpting our body. When are we gonna hit the gym again, man?
And I need to. I'm looking small, man.
All right, I'm gonna hold you accountable, bro. What's wrong with being small? Look at this. Ooh. We gotta look good. Body positivity, y'all. We are perfect the way we are. Now,
That's true.
with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our episode here with
Elston Lewis.
Now let me tell y'all, it has been a phenomenal day. As you can tell, the background is different. It's nice and lovely. We're
Birds
feeling
chirping.
ourselves. Yeah, the birds are chirping and we're feeling empowered. We're feeling amazing. And I wish you the best with finals and everything you're going to be doing. So we're going to be holding each other accountable towards success. With that being said, have a lovely rest of your day and we'll be seeing you guys very soon. Bye.